extra due diligence since we've had an extra 5 or 6 months to work on the draft. We spent a lot of time looking at film, talking to people, getting to know people, getting to know the players, and we're excited to say that we think we've got 4, wonderful players. If they work hard, should be in this league for a long time, and we also think that they'll, do great work in our community. So at this time, I'd like to introduce, our number 3 pick in the draft, LaMelo Ball.
How y'all doing today? Thank you for having me.
LaMelo, Sam Perley with Hornets.com. Congratulations. Now that you've kind of had a couple days to process the draft, what's it feel like being here, seeing your new home, seeing your new city, things like that?
You said how is it?
How does it feel that you're here, you processed the draft? Sure. How does it feel you're in your new city, new organization?
Definitely feel good. I mean, last night had some cookout. That was cool. So whole little state in here feel like a good vibe.
Did you go for the cookout tray, or do you have a particular cookout favorite?
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
But do you have a particular cookout favorite?
To be honest, I just had a little chicken sandwich with the secret sauce and some of the fries. Cajun fries was good though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was good.
Ashley Mahoney with the Charlotte Post again, ball movement. Sorry.
My bad.
You're good. It's 2020.
That's
But the nature of having the opportunity to play overseas, how do you feel that prepared you for making the jump into the NBA versus taking the college route?
Right. I mean, I've been all over the world. All the spots I went to, I feel like I went there and learned something. So I feel like it helped a lot.
Some of your new teammates, the guys you were drafted with, new coaches, front office. I mean, what's that kind of feel like? Do you feel like you've started to meet some of your new teammates, obviously with the other rookies and your coaches and the organization? Is it how's the initial?
I'm sorry, my man. I can't hear you.
Yep. Meeting some of your fellow rookies and draftees and coaches and things like that. What's your first impressions of the guys you're going to be working with this year?
For sure. First impression, I mean, I already knew some of the people on the team, so we all cool and stuff. And then the rookies they picked, all 3 of us, we already cool and stuff. So yeah, it's cool.
Or so. I mean, things are going to happen fast. You're going to be in training camp in a couple weeks. How ready are you? You chomping at the bit to do this thing?
Yeah, I mean, definitely ready. I mean, we haven't played basketball in a minute with the times we've been in, so yeah, definitely ready to get on the court.
What do you think it is that you bring to the table here? What are you hoping to bring here to the Hornets?
Hopefully just some leadership and just hard work. That's pretty much it.
Individual, what are you looking to accomplish this year?
Definitely just to thrive and stuck on winning. Everybody wants to win, so definitely wins.
Your passing skills have been credited quite a bit. What other areas of your game are you looking to work on heading into your first season?
Pretty much just all aspects of the game. I pretty much want to work on everything, not really bottle cap anything, so I could just be an all-around player.
We can't let you go without asking this. When your dad had challenged,
I had a feeling you.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you.
Right.
How would you like to see that happen, and how would that turn out?
Like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen, and then I think we know how it would turn out, to be honest. So I don't really know too much. But I mean, that is my pops, and it's my boss, so I'm on both sides now. You feel me?
Played against Lonzo head-to-head. I know you guys were on the same high school team. If you guys played head-to-head, you thought about what that first, meeting will be like against New Orleans?
The car was messing you up. The car was.
Said, I know you and your brother Lonzo have played on the same high school team. Have you thought at all what it's going to be like to play against each other for the first time in the NBA? And is there any trash talk or anything like that already started?
You said how would it be to play against them?
Yes, I know you played together.
Right.
You thought about what it's going to be like playing against them.
Pretty much, I mean, every game I go against, I just go out there and try my best. So really don't lock on the, personnel and stuff like that.
Have you gotten a chance yet to meet some PJ since you've been here? Or, I know you're sure he's here, but have you got a chance to meet him?
No, not yet. We just FaceTime a couple times. That's it.
Hey, LaMelo, I'm going to use the mic if you can hear me.
For sure.
Welcome to town. The way you pass and handle the ball, I mean, how much time and work and how far back does that go with you and the basketball to be able to have that much confidence with the ball?
I mean, I think since I started playing, ever since I was passing, just the way I played at a young age, seeing different passes and stuff like that.
Do a quick photo, guys. Show your name.
Cool.
We'll have Vernon next.
Just excited to be here and blessed, really.
I need to get some weight loss tips. You did a heck of a job. What did you do? How much work was it? How much was it diet? And what do you think ultimately that will do for you on the court?
I mean, yeah, just eating better. That was just one of the things, and hiring a chef after finishing the season. And yeah, that's it, really.
As far as the impact on your game, what specifically are you looking for that to do?
Yeah, I feel like with me losing the pounds, it's definitely increased my athleticism, my mobility, just to guards and switching things like that. So definitely things like that.
Hey, Vernon, Sam Perley with Hornets.com. Congratulations. Just your initial reaction to being here, how you see yourself fitting in with the organization, meeting some of your new teammates. I mean, what's this day been like for you? Obviously, it's a little bit different than in years past.
Yeah, I mean, just coming here today, I met some teammates, met PJ, met Melo, met Nick. Like I said, just anxious and ready to start and ready to get to work.
Does it feel kind of crazy? You went 7-8 months without playing, and then in 2 weeks, it's just kind of you're going to hit the gas, training camp, regular season. I mean, what's going to be the adjustment from not playing to just go?
I mean, just probably 1 or 2 days, just probably adjusting to the pace. But after that, I mean, just got to get going because the season's about to be here.
Ashley Mahoney with the Charlotte Post again. Well, you touch on the aspect of how quickly the season is going to creep up on you. What have you done during this time to prepare yourself? What's your workout routine look like?
Yeah, just in the beginning, just start my day out, just waking up in the morning, going to my skills basketball workout, then taking a break, and then going to strength and conditioning workout. And during my basketball workouts, just doing different things, stretching, like being able to stretch the floor and stuff like that. So.
All right, we're going to have Nick Richards next.
How y'all doing? Thanks for having me here.
Ashley Mahoney again with the Charlotte Post. Welcome. And this has been a very unique experience. I mean, 2020, no one could have foreseen this coming. But what does your workout regimen to prepare yourself for this level look like throughout the course of the year?
Well, ever since I came back home to New York, I've been on a strict, workout schedule. I've been working out for 3 to 4 times a day, twice on the court. Sometimes I'll go in the weight room with my strength coach and just get in there for another hour. But that's basically been my schedule for about 6 days a week.
Nick, Sam Perley with Hornets.com. Congratulations. Just the day itself, you know, being here, meeting some of your new teammates. What's this experience like for you right now?
So far, it's been a good experience. One of my former teammates, PJ Washington, he's on the team. I think that's going to make an easier adjustment for me just to be in the city and just be around someone that I actually know. I met my new teammates, LaMelo, Vernon. Saw Miles and Vontae coming in the building. I think it's going to be a good experience for me.
Did you follow PJ at all last year? I know you mentioned you watched some of his games. Has he given you any advice about the transition and making the jump to the NBA?
I watched a lot of games actually. I've been watching PJ. I know he's been working on his game a lot. Seeing the improvements that he's made from college to the NBA has really been great. We're gonna talk more. Later on today, probably, hopefully, it's gonna be. For me, I think I'm really excited just to be a part of this organization. Just getting to work.
What do you feel like you bring here, and what do you got to improve on to see some action here?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
What things do you feel like you bring to this team, and what things do you still got to work on moving forward?
Just bringing athleticism, just being a competitor on both ends of the court. I know it's a really young team. Everyone on the team is really young. Guys are trying to get more experience under their belts. Other than that, I think I just bring a competitive fire to my game and just being athletic.
The thought, Hornets obviously traded back into the second round to get you. Does that mean, does that come with a little bit like, wow, they must have really wanted me if they were willing to kind of go up and get me? How does that feel knowing that you're really wanted by an organization that sees you being a big part of what they want to do? I know the train's going.
Yeah. It's all right. I heard what you said. I got the gist of
The
it.
Hornets traded back into the second round to get you, but obviously signaling they really wanted you a part of this organization. How does that feel for you personally, knowing that you are a guy they really, really targeted?
Well, I'm really grateful for that. I've talked to Mitch, I've talked to a couple of head coaches, talked to a lot of guys in the front office. It seemed like they really wanted me. The fact that they went on their way just to trade for this pick and trying to get me, I'm really grateful for that. I really appreciate them for taking the opportunity just to find a way just to get me on their team.
You took a big step from sophomore year at Kentucky to last year, ended up on the All-SEC team. Was there any kind of trick to what you did last summer that kind of caused that big jump to put you in position to where you are today?
I think just all the hard work that I put into the game for the past 3 years at Kentucky just finally come in, and me just putting it all together.
Do you have any goals, individually, team-wise, what you want to do this year?
For team-wise, just come in, just win as many games as possible. Try to get into the playoffs this year, hopefully. Personally, I'd probably say just develop my game to the best that I can. Appreciate it.
We actually have Grant coming up right now. He just got here, so if you can hang tight for just a minute.
Excuse me for being a little late. I apologize. Thank you guys for coming.
Grant, welcome. Congratulations. Glad you got here. What's it kind of feel like now that you're here? I know you haven't had much time to take it in, but has it hit you that, this is where you're going to be playing basketball in the start your NBA career?
Yeah, well, I'm still kind of lost for words. Just super excited to be here. I'm real familiar with the Charlotte area. I played college ball in South Carolina, so I've had tons of teammates that played here and lived here, so I know a lot about the city. Still getting to know about the organization, but I know it's great. Heard nothing but good things, and I'm just ready to get to work and be part of the team.
I know you've had probably 2 days to kind of take it all in. Just your thoughts, has it hit you yet, NBA player, and this is really happening. And not only is it really happening, but in 2 weeks, training camp, it's going.
Yeah, it kind of hit me this morning on my way here. Just sitting back thinking on the plane, thinking about what I'm getting myself into. I've been preparing for this moment for a while now. So after they called my name and I got to celebrate a little bit, it was time to kind of decompress and let it all soak in and get ready for what's to come. And like I said, I've been preparing for that, and I feel like I'm ready.
Ashley Mahoney, the Charlotte Post, again, welcome. It's been such an interesting year in terms of this feeling of kind of hurry up and wait in terms of preparation. What have you done throughout the course of 2020 to prepare for this moment? And like you said, the season's right around the corner.
Yeah, well, I got to spend the summer out in LA. I was working out in LA, doing both my basketball and conditioning stuff there. Worked with a great group of team. Had a personal trainer by the name of Luke Cooper who did the basketball side, and a guy by the name of Eric Reed who kind of handled the physical and conditioning side. So, like I said, I've been preparing for this for a while, and I just feel like I'm ready. It's been a long 4 months of kind of waiting for this moment, and now that it's here, I'm ready to embrace it and let my work do the talking.
Grant, the Hornets were surprised and others were surprised that you were still there at 56. What was your draft night like, and what were the emotions like?
It was a successful night to me. Just to hear my name get called by an organization was big for me. Leading up to this point, I didn't really know where I would end up. My range has kind of always been all over the place throughout this whole process. But just to have your name get called by the end of the night, regardless of the number, I think was big for me. And like I said, I'm ready to embrace it, and I feel like I'm with a great organization, and feel like I'm meant to be here, so I'm ready to go.
Has it sunk in that Michael Jordan is now your boss? And how does that feel? And have you talked to him yet?
Well, I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm not sure if that'll ever feel real. But I'm super excited that somebody like that had enough interest in me to kind of let that go and choose me. So I'm excited to meet him. Words probably can't even explain how that'll feel, but like I said, I'm so excited to be here and just ready to give the city and the organization everything I got.
Coming from, I'm Sam Curley from Hornets.com, by the way. Coming from a little bit of a smaller school, mid-major, you were one of the top scorers in the nation. What can Hornets fans expect to see from you this season that maybe they didn't get a chance to see in college?
Just a guy that could do a lot with less. In college, I had a lot on my plate, so a lot of the times you could see certain things that you probably won't see in the future. But I think I'll bring a lot to the table that I did in college. Just a guard that puts a lot of pressure on the defense, is good at transition, is an exciting type of player, but more importantly, I think Charlotte's getting a good human and a very good teammate that'll represent the team and the city well.
Do you have any impressions of your future teams, I guess current teammates now, guys that have played with last year? Are you familiar with anybody that's on the team already? Have they reached out to you at all during this process?
Not personally, but even going through all this process, I watched a lot of Devontae Graham. Just seeing how he does and what he does in the game. I took a lot of parts out of his game already, and watched a lot of him. And then I had a teammate by the name of Joe Chile that played here a couple years. So I've talked to him a lot, heard tons of great things about the organization from him, and heard nothing but good things. So I'm just ready to go.
What's the support been like back in Charleston to going, now they kind of had to process it for 2 days. What's the support been like from your team?
The support's been overwhelming. It's been like that ever since I stepped foot on campus there.
And I'm glad I get to be so close to Charleston. So some of those same Charleston fans are Charlotte Hornet fans. So I'll probably get to see them for a couple more years or however long. And I'm just excited to be so close to them and represent them in a good way. Thank you guys. Apologize again for being a little late.